Hopefully we could get it before. Nah, it probably won't be this year.
Is that the one you want next?
It's definitely the one I want next.
Tank want a rematch. Let me know now. Do you want to fight Tank again? He said he was gonna do a rematch. Do you want to fight Tank?
100%. It's only a matter of time. We're gonna fight. We're gonna fight again. It's just whenever the fight gonna happen.
So it's gonna happen.
It's gonna happen.
Okay. They say they want it in New York again. Do you want to fight again in the Barclays Center?
I wouldn't mind, but I'd love for it to be in DC.
Okay.
Boxing fans, buckle up. The anticipation is at an all-time high as Gervonta Davis and Lamont Roach Jr. are on the brink of a thrilling rematch following their controversial draw on March 1st. The buzz in the boxing world suggests that both camps are eager to settle the score. Roach promoter Gary Jonas has strongly hinted that the rematch is all but finalized with only a few formalities left to iron out. Meanwhile, Gervonta Davis, more focused than ever, reportedly shelving any thoughts of retirement to...
The question on everyone's mind, how close is the rematch? How big will it be? How close is it to getting done?
Very close. It's in my mind, it's a done deal, but there are formalities, but it's a done deal and it's not far off. I can't give you more than that right now, but what I can tell you is that it's going to be an interesting fight. I think you got dynamics. You've got Gervonta, who's probably going to be angry, probably woken up, probably more focused than he has been, not talking about retirement. That's a factor.
Fully dedicate himself to this highly anticipated showdown. The Gervonta Davis and Roach, held at the Barclays Center in Brooklyn, New York, left the boxing community divided. The fight ended in a majority draw, with one judge scoring at 115 to 113 in favor of Davis, while the other two had it deadlocked at 114 to 114.
Welcome into the ProBox TV studio. The story we've been dealing with all week, the fallout, of course, from Lamont Roach Jr. and Gervonta Davis. The fight ended up being a majority draw. The controversy around a 9th round knockout that was not called by the referee that would have completely changed the outcome of the fight and perhaps changed.
However, the most controversial moment of the fight came in the 9th round when Davis took a knee. Many believe it should have been ruled a knockdown in Roach's favor. A referee, Steve Willis, did not count it as such.
Tank Davis is fighting a minus 1600 as your main event odds is crazy to me, dude. That's crazy. That underdog lived up to the hype. He ended up, overperforming. Lamont Roach, credit to him, all this other stuff. And it took some politics to keep Davis as champion. You ever see guys getting the referee their own fight? Dude, anybody else takes that knee, you're getting counted, bro. The referee, actually, his instinct, if you watch that, the referee's instinct was to count. If you notice, Steve Willis started counting, and then he looked at the timekeeper outside the ring, wasn't counting, and he stopped counting. So you get to call your own timeout. Earlier in the fight, if you saw that shoulder barge that Tank did to Roach in the clinch, he didn't get a warning, but Roach's reaction got the warning. This is the politics we're dealing with. You keep doing this, you're looking at short-term money and long-term destruction of a sport.
He take a knee. You need to lose like 10-8. That round at least, no? And plus the corner go up and put it a towel in the face. That's a disqualification for sure. I'm talking about the rules, but it's not...
Igniting debates among fans and analysts. Gervonta Davis deliberately took a knee to disrupt Roach's momentum and regain his composure. Rather than risk being overwhelmed by Roach's aggressive, Gervonta Davis appeared to use the move as a strategic pause, buying himself a few crucial seconds to recover.
The last person that attempted to do it was Leo Santa Cruz, and that man's head is still rolling somewhere around the arena. And I say that respectfully with no remorse. That's why what Lamont Roach did last Saturday night was so absolutely amazing. Lamont Roach, in the pre-fight press conference, that was one of the few fighters that was not terrified of Gervonta Tank Davis. That's right. And the man flat out put on a show. Get your hand out of my pocket! He proved Two-Tone the Superstar wrong. He proved everybody wrong, and that man went ahead and cooked, and he gets robbed by the New York State Athletic Commission. And these people acknowledge that the knee that Gervonta Tank Davis took was a knockdown. They acknowledge this. They say yes.
This sparked widespread discussion on whether it was a tactical veteran move or an unfair exploitation of the rules. Some analysts, Gervonta Davis for his ring IQ.
Tank got peppered, jab, jab, cross. Listen to Lamont Roach talk about when he knocked Tank down in the 9th and the 10-8 wasn't called. Even wild, Lamont Roach is yelling at the ref.
Knockdown that wasn't in round number 9. Gervonta Davis takes a knee, landed a right.
Man, I was surprised, man. I ain't gonna lie. Like I thought it was a 10-8. Like that's what really was going on. Like, but like I was confused when he looked at the ref, but when he took the knee, I was like, and I grasped the concept that he was on the ground. I was like, that's a 10-8. Yeah. Simple.
You asked him, right? Why you stopped?
Yeah, I asked him literally. I said, why you stop counting?
Now, to Lamont's point, you will see.
While others felt Roach was robbed of a rightful knockdown that could have swayed the judges' scorecards in his favor. Despite the controversy, the first fight showcased the undeniable skill and resilience of both fighters. Roach, known for his relentless pressure and sharp combinations, drew Gervonta Davis one of the toughest tests of his career. On the other, Gervonta Davis displayed his trademark power and counterpunching ability, keeping Roach at bay in critical moments.
Man, I got some good ass videos and takes on this Lamont Roach Gervonta Davis fight. If you have not seen it, you need to go look at it now. Go look from the first one to the last one. Alright? Don't go from the top to the bottom. Go and look for the video I did immediately after the fight and then watch after, bro. Talking about everything. But Stephen A. Smith chimed in on the Gervonta Davis or Lamont Roach fight. I want y'all to know what Stephen A. Smith said. I was stunned. Lamont Roach posted this on his Instagram profile. He said, I gotta stand down and give mad respect to Lamont Roach. Brother fought one hell of a fight. This was a damn close fight. Gervonta taking a knee should have been a knockdown. Either way, Roach has skills, fought his ass off, deserves nothing but respect. He earned the boxing world's attention tonight. He has mine. Thought he'd be too small.
However, the inconclusive result has left both fighters with something to prove. Now with a rematch looming, boxing fans are eager to see who will emerge victorious when the dust settles. Roach has expressed confidence in his ability to make the necessary adjustments and capitalize Gervonta Davis' weaknesses.
Do you want that rematch next? And if so, how likely it is that we're to see that fight happen again this year?
I'm not sure, bro. I'm definitely not sure, but hopefully we could get it before. Nah, it probably won't be this year.
Is that the one you want next?
It's definitely the one I want next, but it's not gonna be next.
Well, what is?
You might see it in a minute. You definitely might see it in a minute.
Meanwhile, Gervonta Davis reportedly training harder than ever, determined to silence any doubts and reassert his dominance in the ring. The stakes couldn't be higher.
Why are you taking? You know that. You should know that. So that's the thing where I'm like confused because that's supposed to be a knockdown. That's a 10-8 round. If that's a 10-8 round, I win the fight. So you know what I'm saying? Like that draw turned into a 115-114 my way.
A decisive victory for either fighter could reshape their careers and solidify their standing in the boxing world. Will Davis showcase his championship pedigree and put the controversy to rest, or will Roach capitalize on his momentum and prove that he deserves the win?
The fact that I do watch him fight, you know what I'm saying? Like, I really like boxing.
Are you open to immediate rematch?
In my contract, immediate rematch was signed. I signed for the immediate rematch when I signed for the first fight.
Right.
Just in case he lost or just in case it was a draw.
So when you got a rematch clause, how long we taking?
It's up to the A side and when they want to fight. So I'm thinking it's going to be soon. I'm hoping it's going to be soon. Let's say that.
What is soon to you? When you say soon to me, I'm thinking a month.
I'm thinking July.
One thing is certain, when these two warriors step into the ring again, fans can expect an electrifying battle filled with drama, intensity, and high-level boxing skill.
He stood in the pocket versus Gervonta Tank Davis and survived. The last person that attempted to do it was Leo Santa Cruz, and that man's head is still rolling somewhere around the arena. And I say that respectfully with no remorse. That's why what Lamont Roach did last Saturday night was so absolutely amazing. Lamont Roach, in the pre-fight press conference, that was one of the few fighters that was not terrified of Gervonta Tank Davis. That's right. And the man flat out put on a show. Get your hand out of my pocket! He proved Two-Tone the Superstar wrong. He proved everybody wrong, and that man went ahead and cooked, and he gets robbed by the New York State Athletic Commission. And these people acknowledge that the knee that Gervonta Tank Davis took was a knockdown. They acknowledge this. They say,
Stay tuned because this rematch is shaping up to be one for the ages.
In New York City between Gervonta Tank Davis and Lamont Roach, Gary Russell versus Jose Valenzuela, and Sandor Martin versus Alberto Puello. Gervonta Davis uses knocks somebody out inside of 85 punches because he's clearly capable of that. But I just see this as being a kind of fight where he's going to have to run him down. He's going to have to walk him down, rather, and he's going to have to throw some punches before he ultimately catches him. And that's how I view it. So I'm going to...
Boxing fans, buckle up. The anticipation is at an all-time high as Gervonta Davis and Lamont Roach Jr. are on the brink of a thrilling rematch following their controversial draw on March 1st. The buzz in the boxing world suggests that both camps are eager to settle the score. Roach promoter Gary Jonas has strongly hinted that the rematch is all but finalized with only a few formalities left to iron out.
He just wasn't focused for real. He, doing a lot of arguing in the ring and just a lot of stuff that wasn't like, he wasn't just focused. He wasn't all the way locked in the ring. You heard him say something like, it's a lot of things going on outside the ring that he was leading up to the fight, and shit, that's natural, you know what I'm saying? It's normal. Shit, I was going through the same thing leading to this last fight, you know, so.
Meanwhile, Gervonta Davis, more focused than ever, reportedly shelving any thoughts of retirement to fully dedicate himself to this highly anticipated showdown. The Gervonta Davis and Roach, held at the Barclays Center in Brooklyn, New York, left the boxing community divided. The fight ended in a majority draw, with one judge scoring it.
Going up together contributed to the performance.
Yes and no. I thought that Tank was boxing early on. I thought we abandoned our jab somewhat in the fight a little bit. But down the stretch, I thought maybe, I believe, 2 or 3 rounds, I can't remember, Calvin, was one of the rounds that...
We needed 3 rounds, and he it just went down. He just, like you said, we looked at 3 rounds.
115 to 113 in favor of Davis, while the other two had it deadlocked at 114 to 100.